Imagine a soldier the size of an insect. The ultimate secret weapon.
If you give godlike powers to everyone, it's going to be chaos.
So how do we stop him?
I know a guy. Scott, I've been watching you for a while. You're different. And I believe everyone deserves a shot at redemption. Do you?
Absolutely. My days of breaking into places and stealing stuff are over. What do you want me to do?
I want you to break into a place and steal some stuff.
Makes sense.
Hi Paul, congratulations on the film. I'm a bit of a Marvel convert now after seeing it. When I was in the cinema, everyone was in hysterics. Was the comic factor a bit of a draw for you?
Well, it was certainly part of it. I
Yeah.
mean, I liked the fact that it wasn't just comedy, that Marvel's pretty good at making these movies that kind of, they fire on all pistons. There's drama and action. I knew the visuals would be crazy, but I liked that it was still going to be funny, and it was important to me that it have levity to it because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm riding around on an ant. You can't take it too seriously.
No, exactly. If you could shrink down to the size of Ant-Man for a day, what do you think you would get up to?
I've spent a long time thinking about this.
I'm sure you've been asked this.
I have been asked. I haven't asked it. There's so many answers you could give. Clearly, some of them you don't want to say. But you know, I thought, like, I think it would be really cool to go to a concert and go.
Be like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, or a fly on the neck of a guitar. You know, or see, like, you wouldn't have to pay. You could totally get in for free.
Yeah, you could do a lot of things for free, actually.
Or do you go onto, like, an airplane and go to, you know, New Zealand? I've always wanted to see New Zealand.
I think I would spy on my enemies.
Right?
Yeah.
That's such a sexier answer.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
No, it's a good choice, good choice.
Do you think you'd be upset if you spied on your enemies, though?
Yeah, maybe not.
Find
yeah, maybe it's best not known. In the film, you get punched in the face quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to say this, but one of our favourite moments was when you were hit in the face by Evangeline Lilly. Did you actually was that for real? Did you get hit in the face?
No.
No.
It's all fake.
Oh.
But I'm glad that it looked real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
No, we believed it.
Yeah.
If the film is a success, which we're sure it will be, would you be up for doing a sequel, Ant-Man 2?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I would be up for it and also contractually obligated. But thankfully, I would be more than enthusiastic. I've said this now twice, more than excited and more than enthusiastic. What does that mean?
It's a good
More
good
than
phrase.
enthusiastic?
Do you,
Maybe like you might have a special condition.
where do you see him if you were going to do a sequel?
In New Zealand.
Where it would be set. Where do you see the character? What would he be?
I don't know.
In New Zealand, but
in New Zealand, I see. Yeah, trying and living in the Shire, we take over all of the Peter Jackson sets.
Hobbits. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics. I mean, none of those conversations have really been had because I don't think anybody is putting the cart before the horse. The chickens, counting their chickens before they hatch.
We would be really excited to see it though, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
You know, there's always ideas and things like, well, what if we did this and this? I mean, the movie certainly lends itself, as do all the Marvel films.
Yeah.
Of, you know, we could take this in this direction. And I think that there's a lot of really cool territory to things to explore in a sequel if we're lucky enough to make one.
Sure. Moving slightly away from Ant-Man, we at Glamour are huge Clueless fans. And obviously it's just celebrated its 20th anniversary.
That's right.
We really want to know where you think Cher and Josh would be 20 years on.
You know what? I was asked this question not
no.
that long ago. No, and my answer was was equally as fumbling. I don't.
Do you think they'd still be together? What do you think they'd
I
be?
don't know. I always say, like, do you?
I like to think they would be. I like to think they would be.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. It'd be a bummer if I met somebody and said, "Oh God, I hope they split." You
Yeah.
have an interesting story. How'd you guys get married? Well, we were stepbrother and sister.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah. A speech at the wedding, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you, if you were to get the call of someone from Clueless to say they're making the sequel of where Josh and Cher are now, would you be interested in doing it?
I don't know who would work on that.
If
In
an alternate reality, if that was to.
I would have to shoot in New Zealand.
Yeah, if it was
Because
shot
at
in
this
New
point in
Zealand.
my career, it's all about
New Zealand.
it's all about location.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if it was shot in New Zealand, yes.
That's right.
Great.
I really am upset that I didn't get in any of those Hobbit films.
Damn it.
Clearly.
Maybe one day, maybe the next one. Okay, thank you so much for chatting, Paul.